My name is Bill. I'm a deputy sheriff for a large metropolitan sheriff's department in Colorado, and I'm the chief firearms instructor there for the last 8 years. I'm a 21-year veteran. Been involved in firearms for about 18 of those years. I'm a certified armorer in Glock, SIG, Smith & Wesson, both revolvers and the M&P series, Remington 870 shotguns, and of course the AR-15 platforms. And we're going to discuss a little bit of how to clean a Glock pistol without using any type of harsh chemicals and stuff like that, like hops number 9 or nitro solvent or anything like that. First thing you're going to do is unload it per your owner's manual. You're going to field strip it per your owner's manual. You're going to double and triple check for live ammunition away from your cleaning area. Keep it separate. I'm going to go over some of the supplies that I have here when I clean my gun. There's not a lot of them. I have some patches. I have a double-ended nylon brush, soft bristles. I have a stainless steel toothbrush. I have a cleaning rod with a bore brush for the barrel. I have a separate cleaning rod with a jag tip for the patches. And some Q-tips and a dental pick. That's it. And of course I got some oil for lubrication. This is all the supplies that I use to clean my gun. We shoot fully copper jacketed bullets through it, so you're not going to have all kinds of lead deposits that you're going to need that high strength stuff, the stuff that smells real bad and stuff to clean it. So what we're going to do is going to put the frame off to the side just a little bit. We'll get to that later. And we're just going to go ahead and field strip the rest of the slide. The recoil guide rod's going to come out. The barrel's going to lift up and out. We're just going to kind of put that off to the side there. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a soft rag. I'm just going to wipe down the recoil guide rod. Using my thumb to get inside the little areas, the little nooks and crannies there, just kind of twist it, get all that stuff that's in there, making sure it's all nice and clean. You can use your soft bristle brush to get in there to clean some of that stuff off too if you want. And then just double check it. Use your eyes up to a good light source and just make sure that anything that's not supposed to be there is gone. Put that off to the side. We're going to do the barrel next. I'm going to go ahead and take my rag, wipe the barrel down, all the stuff that's on it. Going to use my soft brush and get to the top, the sides, and inside the locking lug. You notice I'm not using a lot of pressure. You don't really need to. It's about a little harder than you would to brush your teeth. You don't need to go crazy with this stuff. Okay? You can use one of your Q-tips to get down in there to make sure if there's anything else that's in there, come out. Now we've shot this gun. This gun's been shot probably about 200-300 rounds. And you notice that there's not a lot of stuff coming out of that. Okay? You don't need anything that you're going to have to dip this thing in hoppies and let it sit for, a couple hours before you take it off. Just a simple cloth will wipe it right on off. The feed ramp is very, very important that you need to be cleaned. I'm going to use my stainless steel toothbrush. Now I've had this toothbrush right here for about 3 years, and you notice it still resembles a toothbrush. The reason why is I don't put any type of pressure to do that. All I'm doing is a little bit harder than I would to brush my teeth. Just going to go ahead and clean this first. The reason why I'm cleaning the feed ramp first is that if I clean the barrel first and then the feed ramp, all the stuff that I'm brushing off gets down to the barrel and I have to clean it again. So we're just going to kind of brush this up underneath to make sure that everything is good. Now you're going to notice that there's a nice chunk of carbon deposit right here that I'm going to use my dental pick and just lightly scrape that, and you see that big chunk that just fell off of there. Okay. Again, I'm not using any type of cleaning supplies, just a little dental pick, little pressure, wipe that off, and everything is absolutely nice and shiny. There's nothing on there. Double check, make sure, looking good. Okay. I'll use a little bit of Break Free, which is a CLP, a cleaner, lubricant, protector and stuff. Just put maybe just 2 little drops. All that's going to do is just help lube the brush as I go through. And you notice I'm not using any stainless steel toothbrush or any stainless steel bore brush or any type of copper brush. The one that comes with the gun is just fine. You just kind of push that through from the chamber in, never from the barrel in. This in, always from the chamber in. Push it through 3 or 4 times. Okay. Then I'm going to use my jag tip and a cotton patch. Place it up in there. Then I'm just going to push this through right till it pokes its little head out. Once it starts to poke its little head out, I'm just going to go ahead and pull it right back. And you notice that there isn't a lot of stuff on there. And again, this has been shot 200 or 300 rounds. Okay, it's not a big deal. If it keeps on coming out dirty, then push it through, grab yourself a nice clean patch, and do it all over again until it comes out nice and clean. Hold it to a light source, look down in there and make sure that everything is out of it. It's nice and shiny. Okay, a little bit towards the front there, and that one's done. Put that off to the side. I'm pretty much done with this stuff right here. Now we're going to get into the slide. Okay, and you notice my gun right here has the arachna grip, the spider on the back here. You just want to avoid putting any type of chemical, oil, or anything like that on this. Okay, because it's adhesion, and you don't want it to get underneath there. They're very durable, but you don't want to put any stuff on it. It's going to cause that for the adhesion to deteriorate. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my rag, my soft rag. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe down the outside. Get some of this stuff that's off of there. And again, I'm not using any type of chemical. I'm going to use my soft rag to get down inside of here. Okay. You notice there's some carbon buildup right there. It's not a big deal. Use one of your patches. Just use the other side of that brush or even the front part. Go on in there and wipe that right on off, and you'll see how it comes out. Look. Okay. Just keep on doing that. You don't, again, no hoppies or anything like that. Get down into the slides, the lands, the little rails here on the slide. And you can use your soft toothbrush. Brush that. Get stuff on out of there. Again, not using a lot of strength. A little bit harder than you would to brush your teeth. Get as much as you can. Notice a little bit more is coming out. Not bad though. Not bad. This is where your Q-tips are going to come into play. Get those Q-tips in there. Buy those at the dollar store. Just make sure that they're the cardboard ones, not the plastic ones. The plastic ones bend real easy. These cardboard ones are a little bit better. So, you know, the Q-tips are your friend. Again, 200-300 rounds through this gun. Well, not too bad. Now again, some ammo is going to be a little dirtier than others. So you might have to use a little bit more Q-tips and a little bit more brushing and stuff. But again, you're not going to need to soak this thing, the slide in anything. You're not going to need to use any type of harsh chemicals, okay, that you need to open up a window in order to use it. Okay, brush it, brush it. That's looking pretty good. You can get these. These are little pointy Q-tips and stuff like that. You can get these at makeup counters and stuff. They're very good too. You can actually get down into those little rails a little bit better if you really want to get in there. Again, you know, again, it's not that much. Okay, it's not going to hurt anything. The big chunks are taken out, and everything is good to go. Not much coming out of that. Okay, another very important part of the slide that needs to be cleaned very well is the bolt face, which is right here. This is where the striker comes out of. If anything's plugged in that striker channel, the striker's not going to come out and ignite the round. And if you don't really get really good down by the extractor, it's not going to catch your case rim, and you're going to have some failures to extract out of the chamber. So I'm going to show you how to clean this real good. And again, no chemicals. It's just a brush and a little bit of a dental pick and stuff like that, and a little bit of tender loving care. So all you're going to do is take your rag, wipe down some of the big stuff that you can. Okay. You're going to use that stainless steel toothbrush. You're going to hold that slide up and down. So let all the stuff that's coming out that you're brushing fall down and not get pushed back into the firing pin channel, the striker channel. You're just going to go ahead and just use a little bit of pressure here, a little bit harder than you would to brush your teeth. Let's scrape that down a little bit, nice and good. You're just going to kind of look, making sure along sides of that bolt face use your little dental pick to see if you can scrape any of that stuff out of there, especially behind the, oh, you see a little bit of the stuff's coming out of there. Okay, maybe use a little bit more brush in there. Get those Q-tips. Brush down off to the sides there. See what's coming off of there. Not much. Not much. Just a little bit of brushing. And again, no chemicals, no oils, anything like that. You want to stop from getting any type of stuff inside of there. There's a little bit more that I'm seeing here through the light that I'm going to try. You see the stuff coming out of there off the sides? Okay. Again, I'm not using any type of chemicals. I'm letting it soak. Just using just a very, very light pressure on a dental pick. And just kind of get some of that stuff out of there. That's looking pretty good. It's looking really good. Make sure behind that extractor is good. Wipe that down. Okay. Double check the arachno grip, making sure everything is good there. Pushing that down. If you've got night sights or anything like that, a little bit of Windex on a Q-tip will clean those out for you. Fiber optics, make sure that they're in there. Double check your sight, make sure it's not loose. Double check your rear sight, make sure it's not off to 1 inch in case you bumped it or something like that. It's a good time to check it. Okay. One more quick Q-tip along the sides. Quick one. Get down the little nooks and crannies, and again, oh, there's a little bit more stuff coming out of there. Not bad though. Looking good. Okay. So that's a nice clean slide right there. Okay. You double check, make sure it's all good to go. I'm going to go ahead and put that off to the side.